Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We just gave away some free stuff. Sam Morrell tickets, more of those tomorrow. But don't worry about that. 25 minutes away at 8 o'clock. Q101 Fest. We start off the day with it at 8 o'clock every day. This is your chance to get to the Boston Calling Music Festival. For the next several weeks, we'll have different festivals each week. This is the Boston Calling Festival, which has Fall Out Boy, Cage the Elephant, All Time Low, The Main, Sublime, Vampire Weekend, and a bunch more. And just for qualifying, you get to pick Riot Fest one-day tickets. Blink on Friday, Weezer, Jack White on Saturday, Green Day on Sunday. And it's early in it, so you get to pick your day for which day of Riot Fest you want to go to. Just for qualifying, that's at 8 o'clock. We'll give you a keyword. It's super easy. And Kenzie got back just in time from vacation, from her birthday vacation in Mexico, to be a part of Fest. Now, something happened besides my gift and having to drive out there, which we talked about at length yesterday and a little bit this morning to give you your gift. But when you got home, something was up with your house. Something happened at the house, which is always kind of terrifying and sad when you come home and expect everything to be just, my house, my bed, my chair, my TV. It's perfect. That's not what happened.
No, not exactly. So I love my mom, and I know that, listen, she came, I do. Oh, my God.
I love my mom, but...
Because, you just have to be ready for my mom, and I'm ready for my mom. My husband's probably not. But my mom, she was here watching our kids, right? And so was my dad, but, I'm sure she had to do a lot of the heavy lifting there. So,
calling out her dad?
But love my dad, too. But, I come in. My entire living room is rearranged. All the furniture, all the decorations are in a different spot, blankets, pillows. She redid the entire living room.
Okay, burn it down and start over. That's all you can do. There's no...
I'm fine with it. Honestly,
Really?
I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I know my mom. She is super big on feng shui. That's what she said. This is her. And she goes, if the room doesn't have a certain energy, she starts moving furniture around.
Got it.
It's who she is. And she had to live there for a couple days. So I'm like, well, she's going to have to move stuff around. She said that the living room was giving her anxiety. So she had to.
Whoa. It's pretty heavy. So basically, she's saying that you had crap energy going on there before she got there.
I don't know.
What's
That's fine with me. It looks nice. I really don't care because, again, I'm very used to my mom. She also, a sidebar, I didn't even tell you guys this. I went upstairs and I opened my cabinets in my bathroom and she redid all those too. So all the cabinets were organized like products. So all the hair products are in order, and then all my like skin products because that was bothering her.
Well, if that's in order, that's okay. But you move the couch and where the TV is. I mean, again, burn it down and start over. Just get a new home in a different city.
Change your name.
You can't move it back. You can't go back again. Because if you go back, then you're... Well, this is my OCD kicking in, of course. If you go back, then you're going to start questioning, was it better where it was before, where somebody else moved it? Was it my opinion? Was I wrong to where I put the couch and the TV set up before?
Whoa.
And then all of a sudden, I'll never be able to enjoy the living room or the family room again. Sorry,
I'm not
that's
like
me.
That.
No one else is with me on this one?
So I just left it.
Oh, you left it.
I left it like that. I'm fine with it. I just think, obviously, I grew up with my mom. I know how she is. I'm a kind of a roll with it person in that factor. Brian's very OCD out of us. It has to be a certain way. I'm not. I think it's because I had my mom as a mom. I'm like, okay, I'll just do whatever.
You said your husband isn't, so what did he do? I mean, he watches the Cubs games from a perfect angle.
I know. I was a little worried about that.
Yeah?
He hasn't said anything yet, though.
Well, of course.
I don't even know if he noticed.
I was going to ask you if he even noticed.
I wonder that. Too many things I've thrown away of his, and he hasn't been like, I haven't seen that in 5 years. He just zoom over his head.
It's not how it'd go in my house.
Brian would notice.
Oh,
You think you'd notice anything, at all, any difference in your house?
I'm not joking. I go to the garage, get the gas can, come inside, pour it on, and light it on fire. I'm starting over.
But if Megan threw something small away, in your little man cave area, one thing, she's like, I hate this one poster or something like that. Do you think you'd notice?
Do you think she has the key to the one room in the house that's mine to go in there and do something like that? You think she
You have it locked?
I have several. That child lock thing, I have that on there first, and then the doorknob locks. And then I have a bear trap. I have a bear trap on the other side of the door.
You have a bear trap inside your house?
Yeah. There's a bear trap on the other side of the door.
That's
Otherwise,
safe in case your daughter gets it.
that's why the child lock's on the door, too.
Duh. Brian, real quick, what would happen again if Kenzie's mom came to your home while you were out of town and rearranged your furniture? How do you think that would go?
I go to the garage. I get the gas can. I don't have a garage, to be fair. I have a deck, and I have a gas can on the deck.
That's safe.
I
It's
bring-
wood. That's awesome.
I bring that in, pour it everywhere. Make sure no one's in the house, of course, or my neighbors upstairs or downstairs. They clear it out.
You're not only ruining your home at that point, you're taking down other people with you.
Well, I am in an apartment building,
Yeah.
so sorry.
But that's what happens when somebody moves your couch.
Leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
And then I'll just move somewhere else. Got to start over fresh. Cannot move it back. It's over at that point. Because then I'll question everything. All the choices I've made in my life will come into play in my head.
You know there's medication for you, right?
For the love of God, go on medication.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So we're just about 10 minutes away from Fest, your chance to get to the Boston Calling Music Festival and get Riot Fest one-day passes just for qualifying. So this is awesome. At 8 o'clock, we'll do it every day this week right around this time at 8 o'clock. So make sure you're here. And it's going to go on beyond this week as well with a different festival each week we'll send you to. But Riot Fest one-day passes will always be the qualifying prize. This is a super big win because you get to go somewhere for an awesome festival and then you get to stay home for the best fest on earth. So that's coming up at 8. Very easy. Just a keyword should do it. So don't worry about thinking about a song scramble, something like that. Don't worry about it. Not going to happen. So we got some texts in. Kenzie mentioned how she came back from a couple days in Mexico for her birthday, and her mom moved all the furniture around to better feng shui the house. And I say when that happens, you just got to burn it down and start over
I
because,
can't believe how much it bothered you. Like, I thought it was funny, so I was telling you about it, but, like, you got itchy.
I'm still itching over it, thinking that in my head, once somebody moves the couch, it questions all my decisions in my life that I first had the couch in the wrong spot because you try to move it back and then it won't feel the same. Watching the Cubs game on there won't feel the same. So burn down the house, start over, move to a new place, and then your choice, you'll be confident in that better than moving back somebody else's move.
Okay. I'm just going to leave it personally. That's just me.
No one's with me on that, I guess.
How did you decide in your apartment that you're in now, how did you decide where to put the furniture?
Well, I gave Megan some money and said, go shopping. I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to set it up. And then I went through about 17 different positions of the couch and the TV.
And you think the one that you have is the best version of the furniture layout?
You've been over there for a Super Bowl party. Was it amazing?
I mean, it was a furniture layout. I don't know if I would call it amazing. I feel like you should go home and try to maybe rethink the way you've got things going.
You're just trying to set me off, aren't you?
No, there's a lot of dead space in your living room. I don't think you made the most of the space you have.
Ooh, you want my mom to come over? What?
She does look like she's in a Whitesnake video. Do you want her to come over?
It's not
She'll
windy
fix
today.
that.
Yeah.
She'll fix that fast.
I can't burn down the place because I have nowhere to go. There's no other places out there. There's
Sad statement.
it's factual though. There's no other place to go. Everybody stay home. I'm gonna go and watch
Case
TV today.
hates your layout.
I didn't know this. That's the first time I'm finding this out.
I'm just saying maybe it's not the best version. Maybe there's something you could do to change it.
You don't think I went through all the versions possible in the square footage that I have? And measuring?
I'm not sure because I'm a little surprised that that's what you landed on.
Well, when you sat
Wow.
there and watched the Super Bowl, did you not see every corner of the field perfectly and every replay was glorious?
No, really. The way also the couch feels off center now that I think about it. I don't feel like it's in the middle of the space that it's in.
I don't like. I don't. You know, I think I have to go home right now. I want to talk about Tiffany Henyard in a couple minutes before we do Fest Fest. Fest Fest is canceled, by the way. We're not doing it.
Oh, interesting. The whole promotion's gone.
I'm gonna go. We're gonna play
Now we gotta figure out this whole couch thing.
Yeah,
We're doing Couch Fest.
I got Oasis. I got
Couches first.
Oasis, Offspring. How much? Can I add in Freebird here? I got to get home and check the couch. I'll be back. It'll be fine. Kevin checked in from 708. As I mentioned, my man cave is guarded by a child lock, a regular lock, and a bear trap, and then you burn down the house to start over. He says, I'm curious if Brian got to burn it down. He got that idea from the college sex doll incident and had the headlines a few weeks ago. Well, it's certainly warranted. Well, Head to Headlines is coming up, by the way, in a half hour as well with the funniest headlines of the week. But first, we're going to kind of put a lid on the Tiffany Henyard era. Our friend Ben Bradley from WGN did a final report on Tiffany Henyard's exit as mayor in Dalton. You have to hear this audio in a final attempted interview with Tiffany Henyard. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101 coming up in 3 minutes.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Ben Bradley doing his final interview of Tiffany Henyard, trying to just get her to say something, as he's the pioneer pretty much in the whole Tiffany Henyard Dalton thing, our winner of last year's Piece of Garbage Madness, worst mayor in America, as they told her as. And so he wanted to get one more final conversation with Tiffany Henyard. She lost the election of Dalton. She's on the way out as the supervisor of Thornton Township, badly beaten at the box office. Still all the questions, FBI still investigating.
At the box office or at the ballot box?
Oh, the ballot box. Yeah, the ballot box.
Hollywood's in trouble now. Tiffany Henyard bombed at the box office.
Oh, you know there's gonna
I can't believe I missed that movie. Wait a damn minute.
I feel like we've been living in a movie. Still the ongoing FBI investigation, so she could end up either in jail or having to pay massive fines. Who knows? But here was Ben Bradley on WGN last night with this final report. Now he approaches Tiffany Henyard at her Easter festival.
Easter food drive, to be specific.
Yeah.
But really, when Tiffany Henyard's there, it's more of a festival.
Well, clearly, here's what it sounded like.
I love y'all. And nothing you can do about it.
Let's stop there.
Okay.
This is about a 3-minute piece of audio we're going to go through, but I love
Get
y'all.
comfortable.
I love y'all would have been great.
Love it.
You know, stole a lot of money from the government and the people, but love y'all, but there's nothing you can do about it.
Of course she loves them. Look how rich she is. I'd love them too.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know I would reject love from someone like her, but I guess I would. Nothing you could do about it.
Nothing
I love
you
y'all.
can do about it.
Thank you, Tiffany. We love you too.
The curtain will soon close on the Tiffany Henyard show, but not before one last dance.
Supervisor,
Oh, stop it, man.
Come on now.
Go on, be with
people
all
want to know what's next for
that.
you.
You know what's next? Why you out here? Why are you out here?
Uh-oh.
Now, again, I want to make clear that her and Ben Bradley for the last several years have had some confrontational interviews as he tried to get information, would kind of surprise her in situations. Thank God he did, because he found all this information on this is why she's not mayor and stealing money
She
anymore.
said, why are you here?
Which, to be clear, again, is her Easter food drive, which we'll hear from people that were there in just a second. But, you're so right. I mean, Ben's been tracking this story for a year and a half, 18 months. Kenzie did not have her second child when we started talking about Tiffany Henyard. That's how long it's been. And Ben, to his credit, has never been openly antagonistic. He's never been rude to her. He has tried to give her truly a fair and balanced chance for the last 18 months. And Tiffany Henyard greets her with, "Why are you here?"
He's also had his many doors slammed in his face, trying to get in there.
Yes.
You know what? If he didn't bring food, though, she's probably like, what are you doing? How dare you? It's
fair.
an Easter food drive.
That's fair.
This is for my
Supervisor.
pantry.
Oh, stop it, man.
Come on now.
Go on, be with all
People
that.
want to know what's next for
You
you.
know what's next? Why you out here? Why are you out here?
We were there for Henyard's final food giveaway and a new tally of what she's cost taxpayers. On Easter weekend, cars lined up for blocks. Tens of thousands of tax dollars spent for another one of Henyard's famous food giveaways.
Our last hurrah, and I did not vote for that woman, and I never didn't vote for her before, but I'm gonna give me something to eat today.
I like the giveaways, but I don't like her.
Listen, they're trying to get some of their money back, period. Go get the food. Go get that food after your taxes have been used to pay for her luxurious life.
That woman, by the way, that just said that I don't like her. Her name is Gert, as WGN credits her.
I love it.
Gert, not a fan of Tiffany Henyard.
Nope. How'd she say it again? Let's see.
But I'm gonna give me something to eat today.
I like the giveaways, but I don't like her.
I think sometimes people say that about me. Like, I'll take the trip, bitch.
Clash with Kenzie 720 every day. You have a chance to win something from Kenzie.
Exactly.
Listen, we actually have a lot more audio to play from this report. Stay here for more of this incredible audio from WGN last night.
They're going to expose just how much money she made in the last year. And even for as much as we've talked about Tiffany Henyard, the number was truly astonishing to me.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Now let's get back to the Tiffany Henyard audio, the final report from Ben Bradley. I say that like it's not going to be. There's going to be some more. The FBI is still continuing their investigation of former Dalton mayor and Thornton County supervisor Tiffany Henyard. So this audio comes from last night's report to our friend Ben Bradley from WGN, trying to get some last thoughts, last comments, and it's from her food drive, her Easter food drive. And again, some of the people, I backed up the audio just a little bit to hear what some of the people of Dalton think of Tiffany Henyard.
Last hurrah. And I did not vote for that woman, and I never didn't vote for her before. But I'm going to give me something to eat today.
I like the giveaways, but I don't like her.
Again, that was Gert.
Heard that before.
Gert?
That was Gert.
Yeah, love her to death.
She's nasty.
Who's that?
That's so Gert?
That was, let's see. Gert was the one that said that she didn't like her. Who's this other woman? I've got the YouTube video pulled up here. That is Roslyn. Shout out Roslyn.
Let's go, Roslyn. She just said it. Nasty.
I like the giveaways, but I don't like her. She's nasty.
Oh, boy. The report continues.
She's giving us back what we already gave. But
Oh, boy. That's
Period. That's what I was saying. Go get your food. Go get your food.
She's nasty.
she's giving us back what we already gave. But ain't nobody else doing that either.
Tiffany Henyard does spend a lot of money, some of it on worthwhile programs, but she's also benefited handsomely and questionably. Newly obtained records show last year Henyard was paid more than $347,000 from Dalton and Thornton Township, the two governments she runs. That's more than Chicago's mayor makes. Henyard,
Jeez.
Think about that.
Kenzie, that really caught you by surprise.
Woo! More than the mayor of Chicago.
Yeah. No disrespect to Dalton. At one point, they were thinking of bringing a second NBA team to Dalton with the Bulls still existing in Chicago. At one point, this is many years ago, they're going to bring an NBA team to Dalton. Tiffany Henyard not involved in that transaction. This is pre-Tiffany Henyard.
She would have been the point guard of the NBA team.
However, I got to believe the Chicago mayor should make more than the city of Dalton. That's just a thought.
Apparently, according to the AI overview, the Chicago mayor makes $216,000 a year.
216, and she made 347 last year total with
She's
both positions.
smoking his ass on the money, honey.
And Dalton, lower cost of living than Chicago. I know it's in our listening area.
Dalton is smaller than Chicago, in case anyone's wondering.
It's kind of like when you get drafted by Green Bay. If you're a football player, it's the lowest cost of living city, so your money, your millions go much further. It's kind of the same deal.
Very much so.
Oh, here we go.
its comp includes $280.
Let's go back a little bit more on the audio where Ben was talking about the money situation.
Henyard was paid more than $347,000 from Dalton and Thornton Township, the two governments she runs. That's more than Chicago's mayor makes. Henyard's comp includes $282,000 from the township, which also gave her a $4,900 per month expense allowance. And
hold on, $4,900 a month expenses?
Amen. Where is this job hiring? Is this gonna be a monster?
Monster.
Where am I allowed to apply for this job?
Wow, $4,900, so $60,000 a year in expenses that you can do whatever you want with.
Wow. On top of the salary, which already seems like enough money to do whatever you want with.
The laugh that I was given when I tried to expense something here was like Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight Rises, that evil laugh he does. That's what it was when I asked to expense something that cost under $10.
Yeah, I know. We're not allowed to.
$4,900 a month?
A month.
Good Lord.
$4,900 per month expense allowance and an $1,100 monthly vehicle allowance.
Wait, what? Do you know what you can get for $1,100 a month? You can get one of those Porsche Cayennes, probably.
Yeah, that's an Escalade.
Oh, my Escalade.
Oh, my God. Oh, my Escalade.
That's despite the fact Dalton taxpayers spent six figures on two SUVs police used to chauffeur Henyard. And did we mention Henyard hasn't attended a single meeting since
Jesus. This is the job of my dreams.
Yeah, this is it, Kenzie. This is it. This is it.
This is what I've been waiting for. I've been like, what's my purpose? I think this is it.
All that stuff you've been manifesting, it's right here.
Yeah, it's right here, and the job's almost open.
It seems pretty easy, too, to be honest.
election.
This is perfect.
Why haven't you been to board meetings since your defeat?
It worked.
You don't want to answer? You're still getting paid. Why not go to the meetings?
WGN.
Wait. What's
I don't think it's her singing work.
So Henyard is briefly
Good one, Kenzie. by the way.
What happens in that clip is Ben Bradley says, "Why haven't you gone to any meetings since you lost the election?" Tiffany Henyard doesn't answer. Instead, what she does is she kisses a man on the forehead as his car window is down as he's expecting Easter food. Henyard kisses him on the forehead and then moves on and refuses to answer the question.
Well, that's nice.
I think she's like Jesus.
I got to say, kiss on the forehead feels nice.
Oh, my God.
I mean, a sandwich only lasts so long.
But kisses are forever.
Well, her lipstick's probably incredibly expensive. You're getting Dior kisses on the forehead.
Oh, if it's that plumping lipstick that makes your forehead then starts plumping, girls wear that lip
stings
plumping.
a little bit.
Oh, I don't like that. Anyway, let's go.
Still getting paid. Why not go to the meetings?
WGN. He's trying to yell at her. You're still getting paid. You haven't gone to a meeting.
It was like a disco ball.
Investigates has documented first-class trips for Henyard and her entourage that cost taxpayers well over $100,000. There was a stay at a Four Seasons and steak dinners. In late 2023, this was how she explained it.
I do not handle anything as relates to with credit cards. As you heard me speak today in my board meeting about, I do not handle that.
Some of those charges are for you, though.
No, sir.
You didn't go to Las Vegas?
Mm.
What is that?
One of the best pieces of audio this show has ever played.
It's still my favorite. What is that?
As you heard me speak today in my board meeting about, I do not handle that.
Some of those charges are for you, though.
No, sir.
You didn't go to Las Vegas?
Mm.
What is that?
All right, there's about 50 seconds left in this audio. Let's get to it.
You don't know if you were in Las Vegas?
Remember that.
Of course I do.
Were you?
It's not paid by them.
Despite it all, the spending, a questionable cancer charity, an ongoing FBI investigation.
Which isn't said very often, by the way.
That's a tough sentence. The questionable cancer charity is a tough sentence.
You don't hear that every day. You usually hear very giving, caring cancer charity. Questionable
cancer charity,
spending,
not good.
Questionable cancer.
Gotta hear that again. Hold on here a second. I know we're up against it. I gotta finish this.
Paid by them.
Despite it all, the spending, a questionable cancer charity, an ongoing FBI investigation, and even a brawl at a board meeting.
Oh, yeah.
Henyard still has her supporters.
I think she's doing what men have been doing for years as far as her security and all those things. She needs that.
She give back to the community, so, what more can people ask for?
And Tiffany Henyard vows the show will go on.
Oh, boy.
You told us on Election Day we haven't heard the last of you. What's next for you?
It's a lot next for me. Stay tuned.
The FBI.
Oh, Lord. Really? She ain't going anywhere.
No. I know you want this to be the fall of Saigon, where it's like the last time we hear from Tiffany Henyard. It's not going to be.
Nope.
Oh, well, there's gonna be some court dates. I want to. Oh, please let me get called into jury duty. I want to be there so bad. I want to be. You know how everyone tries to get out of jury duty? I want to be in it. I want to be in it so bad.
Here's the final words from Ben Bradley, who broke this story, and we were so glad to be on it right with him the whole last couple years.
A lot next for me. Stay tuned.
The FBI is still tuned in. Sources say agents have visited several of Henyard's allies at home in recent weeks, looking for information and cooperation. As for the six-figure township supervisor's salary, it was 6 times higher than the leaders of Illinois' other largest townships. But it will be reduced to just over $50,000 per year when the new supervisor takes over in mid-May. Some of the other allowance perks, they'll remain in place.
Kenzie, there it goes. Your dream's dead.
You know what? If she could have just reined it in a little bit, you know what I mean? Like you already had so much, and then you had to start a questionable cancer charity. You do all that. Like, if you just would have relaxed, we could have all lived off of this.
Well, not we. You could have gotten the job. It was your
I could
dream
have gotten the job. Now it's down to $50,000. This poor schmuck has got to do the right thing for low money.
This really shows doing the right thing doesn't pay.
Oh, brother.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Get your takeaways here from today's show in just a few minutes. You can send them in now if you want at 312-591-8300, something that was memorable to you on today's show. Not before some of the more important local stories and Billy Corrigan's tea shop, Madame Zuzu's. Again, another car accident involving the beautiful vegan tea shop. And here was a quote on their Instagram. Earlier today, now this is from yesterday, earlier today there was an accident outside of Madame Zuzu's involving a vehicle that struck the front of the cafe. Thankfully, no one was injured. Thank you to everyone who checked in and offered support. It's the second time this has happened where a car actually went into Madame Zuzu's, and I believe someone was hurt in that situation. Wasn't this his mother-in-law?
Yes, and it was minor injuries, but hurt nonetheless.
Yeah. And that only happened a few months ago, and I haven't heard anything about what happened to that person, the charges.
I'm concerned this is like a TikTok challenge we don't know about.
Oh, good Lord.
This is weird.
Yeah. And, you know, I've been there. We've been there. It seems like it's not that easy to end up into the glass of Madame Zuzu's. It's off of the main street. There's a one street, you know what I mean, up in Highland Park. This is not like some kind of one of those things where it's the end of a T road and people just drive into the person's house all the time, and we've read stories about that. Pay attention when you're on Madame Zuzu's, all I'm saying, if you're driving around there. Let's not have this happen
I would
again.
make the argument that it's hard to hit most buildings with your car, and Madame Zuzu's is no exception.
I disagree. There's a Starbucks near me that gets hit every other week.
It's just, none of them are like right smack dab on the road.
Again, disagree. The Starbucks by me is right at the corner, and it gets hit. They've had to replace the window 4 times since I've lived there because people took a turn and drive right in the building.
Huh.
Yeah, it happens, Kenzie. It's out there. Also in Addison, a ridiculous theater is opening up called ScreenX, a 270-degree panoramic movie experience will open in suburban Addison at the Marcus Addison Cinema. According to a news release, it's not open this week, but it's coming. But this is a first-of-a-kind panoramic theater where the screens are on the sides of you, so not just in front of you, but on the sides. It looks really awesome. I don't know if it will be incredible or hurt your neck to turn and see things, or just on the sides, things coming at you and the sound.
Is it more of a peripheral? They're not going to put part of the movie over there, are they?
I don't know. I can see the main movie is on the side screen and then the side stuff on the main screen. I don't know. It looks incredible, and it is pretty much one of a kind in the world. They're talking about this theater coming to Addison.
Cool.
One final story. The State Street Bridge is going to be closed till almost the end of the year because of emergency repairs. I went over this bridge over the weekend. Seemed fine to me. I guess maybe some bolts were missing. I don't know.
Well, I guess you're lucky you made it across.
Right. They're closing it, which is really pretty much one of the main streets to get through the loop when you're down there, State Street, going over that bridge. So on one side, you have Dearborn. I believe it'd be Clark on the other side, or it would be LaSalle. It'd be LaSalle on the other side.
That bridge is really going to be closed the whole summer?
They already determined from taking a look at it that they need emergency repairs. It will be closed. They're saying they're shooting for November to reopen.
Why wouldn't you done that the minute spring started? Like, they're going to have all the music festivals and stuff downtown. Now they're closing a major road bridge.
I don't know if someone was on a boat tour and a bolt fell and hit somebody in the head. I don't know. Yeah. So that's rough. That's going to cause traffic all the way around the city, around State Street. Just be aware of that.
Well, the good news is it's not backed up for any other reason. So that's perfect.
Also, today's Bridge Day, Saturday and Wednesdays for a couple weeks. All the boats that are coming out of the storage, they open up all the bridges. And then those masts, since they can't go under those bridges, they open them up and they go down to the lake to get out to the harbors.
So can the bridge still go in the air, or the boat's going to get stuck too?
I guess they got to open that one up.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll take a look out the window and see if it's open. But if you have a boat with a high mast, be careful.
And also, call us.
Looking
Can you get onto that bridge? What's the dealio?
Looking for boat
No
friends.
boat for you this summer? What's the deal?
Heading to the playpen. All right, 312-591-8300. Text in your takeaway right now from today's show, something that was memorable to you. 312-591-8300. Text in your takeaway right now. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.